Have you ever imagined that the entire universe might have a voice? That every galaxy, in its infinite dance, carries a secret, waiting only for the silence of night to be revealed? Perhaps that voice is not made of words, but of vibrations, of movements so subtle they can only be felt when you allow yourself to pause, breathe, and listen. In this moment, I invite you to open the ears of your heart, because it is through them that the stars speak. What appears to be distant light is, in truth, an ancient whisper, a melody that cradles not only the sky, but also your soul. Picture yourself lying beneath an endless sky, a vast canvas woven with millions upon millions of shimmering points. Each star you see belongs to a greater constellation, each constellation to a galaxy, and each galaxy to a universe of its own. And all of them, without exception, move together in an invisible rhythm, as if a silent symphony were unfolding night after night, waiting for those willing to listen. Now, close your eyes and let your inner darkness transform into that starry sky. You are not outside of the cosmos, you are within it. The universe does not rush to speak. It whispers. And it is within that whisper that its power rests. Every galaxy, with its billions of suns, spins slowly in a choreography that has lasted for billions of years. And though it is unhurried, the movement never ceases. That is the invitation before you now, to sense that your own body can move toward rest without effort, without demand, without expectation. You do not need to chase sleep. You only need to hear the secret rhythm the universe has been keeping for you, guiding you gently into it. Have you ever wondered what happens when two galaxies meet? From the outside, it looks like a spectacular show of stars, clouds of cosmic dust, and energy spiraling in luminous forms. But within the silence, there is something more, a trade of stories, a sharing of ancient truths that cannot be spoken, only felt. Now imagine that you are lying at the very point where two galaxies cross, where they exchange their secrets. What would they say to you? Perhaps something simple: you may rest. You may let go. You are safe here. Every breath you take is like a translation of the cosmos. Inhale deeply, and feel as though you are drawing a fragment of the Milky Way into yourself. Hold for a moment and let that light expand through your cells, as if tiny stars were beginning to glow within you. Now exhale slowly, and imagine that you are giving back to the universe every weight, every worry, every leftover strain from the day. Just as stars collapse only to be reborn as new stars, you too can release in order to renew. Perhaps as you listen to these words, a question arises: does the universe hear me too? The answer lies in your breathing. Each inhale is received by the cosmos. Each exhale is answered with a shimmer, a new ripple of calm flowing back to you. This exchange is eternal. It is happening now. You are not simply a person gazing upward from Earth. You are part of the galaxies themselves, breathing along with them. Notice how even the thought of this begins to quiet your mind. The worries that seemed so large just moments ago now shrink to specks of dust floating in a vast, silent space. What felt urgent dissolves into nothing more than a point of light in the infinite. And within that infinity, you find freedom. Freedom to rest, to let go, to simply be. Now imagine that every star you see above is an unspoken word, a secret kept safe. They flicker not only because they shine, but because they are trying to communicate. Each twinkle is like a cosmic blink, a reminder that mysteries can only be understood in silence. And you are in that silence now. Allow yourself to listen. Allow yourself to be carried by this wordless language, which translates only into calm, serenity, and deep sleep. The fascination of knowing that galaxies whisper secrets keeps your mind attentive, but not restless. It is a soft curiosity, one that soothes instead of stirs. You do not need to uncover all the secrets. You do not need to understand the whole universe. You need only to feel. To feel that there is something greater, something beyond you, ensuring that everything is in order, including your rest. And it is here, in imagining the universe as a great silent guardian, that you realize you are not alone. You never have been. Each night, billions of stars ignite so that you remember you can close your eyes without fear. The universe whispers, and what it says is simple: it's all right. You are safe. You may sleep. This is the opening of your journey. A journey guided not by haste but by calm. Not by demand but by surrender. A journey in which each word, each image, each breath is a bridge toward rest. The galaxies are whispering now, and tonight, they are whispering only to you. Welcome to this interstellar journey of sleep. You have arrived at a space created only for you, a sanctuary where your mind can rest, your body can release, and your soul can be guided by the gentle song of the stars. Here, there are no demands, no expectations, no rush. Time slows down, the outside world fades away, and what remains is the calm embrace of a universe that has always been waiting for you. Imagine stepping into a vast room of endless light. Its walls do not exist, because the ceiling is the open sky itself, scattered with millions of shining stars. The ground feels solid beneath you, yet it cradles you softly, as if you were walking across a field of clouds. Around you, there are no disruptive noises, only the delicate whispers of distant galaxies, weaving together a melody designed to carry you into deep rest. This is your safe space, and here you are free to be exactly who you are, someone who deserves rest, someone who deserves release, someone who deserves to sleep deeply. Here, your mind finds rest. Every thought that once raced ahead begins to slow, as if sinking into a soft, endless night that welcomes them one by one. Imagine each idea lying down on an invisible bed until all that remains is silence. Within this space, your mind no longer needs to solve, to plan, or to fight. Everything can wait. This is the place where your thoughts dissolve into stardust, returning to the cosmos from which they were born. Here, your body releases. Feel your shoulders drop gently, letting go of all the tension they carried. Notice your legs resting firmly, safe, with no need to support anything beyond themselves. Every muscle, every fiber, every detail of your body understands now that it is time to let go. The weight of your day, of your responsibilities, of every moment you've held on to, is now passed back to the universe, which receives it with kindness. You no longer need to carry it. Here, your body finds freedom, the freedom to simply exist in peace. And here, your soul is guided. The stars above are not only shining, they are singing. Their voices have no words, yet you feel them vibrating through you. It is as though each point of light is speaking directly to you, repeating phrases your heart has always known. You are safe. You are protected. You are at peace. That song travels across light years to reach you, reminding you that you have never been alone. Every night, an unseen orchestra of light prepares this melody just for you, to cradle you into sleep. In this safe space, the night is no longer an absence of light, it becomes a presence. A presence of calm, a presence of comfort, a presence of serenity. Every star in the sky shines like a candle lit in your honor, reminding you that rest is sacred, and you are worthy of it. The more you open yourself to receive this gift, the more you realize that sleep is not something far away, it is already arriving with each breath. Now, take a deep breath in. Imagine drawing into yourself the cool stillness of the cosmic night. Hold it gently and let that calm spread through every cell of your body. Then exhale slowly, as if returning all the heaviness you no longer need back to the stars. Repeat this cycle a few times. Each breath is like a key, opening one more door to this safe space. And with each door that opens, you step further into safety, further into stillness, further into deep, peaceful rest. Here, you do not need to prove anything. You do not need to explain anything. You do not need to control anything. This is the place where you are free to simply be. Free to close your eyes and surrender. Free to rest without fear, because everything around you is aligned to protect you. The stars are watching, the universe is singing, and the night itself is wrapping around you like a blanket. You are in the center of a cosmic embrace, and this embrace does not let go, does not judge, does not demand. It simply holds you. Perhaps you wonder, why would the stars do this for me? The answer is simple, because you are part of them. The same dust that glows at the heart of galaxies exists in every part of your body. You are not separate from the universe, you are the universe, resting within itself. And so, when you surrender to this safe space, you are not asking for something outside of yourself. You are simply remembering what has always been within you. Allow yourself to feel that now. Allow yourself to be guided by this silent song. Allow yourself to rest. You have arrived at the right place, at the right time. The safe space of the stars has been prepared only for you. And within it, your mind is quiet, your body is at ease, and your soul is carried gently by the infinite serenity of the night. Visualize yourself lying beneath an endless sky, so vast that it seems to have no beginning and no end. A deep, velvety darkness stretches above you, scattered with billions of shimmering points of light. Each star flickers as though it carries a message, as though every sparkle is a whisper meant only for you. And even though space stretches into infinity, you realize something surprising. It does not intimidate, it does not overwhelm, it does not frighten. Instead, it welcomes you. It embraces you like an ocean of stars bending down to receive you in its luminous arms. Around you, the silence of the night is not empty, but full. It is a silence alive with meaning, where even the faintest sound becomes part of a secret melody. You begin to notice that you are lying not on solid ground, but on something softer, perhaps a bed of invisible clouds, perhaps a hammock of starlight strung across constellations. The earth beneath you fades away, and in its place appears only the certainty that you are safe, supported by the very fabric of the cosmos. And the longer you gaze upward, the more you understand, there is a place for you here, in this infinite scene. Every star that glows above you feels like an invitation. They are not only far away, they are connected to you. Imagine that each flickering light is a delicate thread reaching down, touching your skin, and weaving itself into your heart. Billions of threads forming a vast net of light, cradling you gently, reminding you that you are never truly alone. The entire universe seems to lean in closer, bowing toward the spot where you rest, honoring your moment of peace. As you take in this sky, you notice that the stars are in no rush. Their movements are slow, graceful, eternal. They follow the rhythm of the cosmos, steady, unhurried, unshakable. And as you witness this, you find yourself slowing down as well. Your body aligns itself with that same timeless tempo. Your breath grows deeper, steadier. Each exhale carries away the last remnants of weight you had been holding. You no longer need to chase sleep. Sleep comes to you naturally, as part of this silent spectacle unfolding above you. Now imagine that the sky is not merely a canvas overhead, but a living ocean. Each star is a droplet of light floating in this dark sea, reflecting off the others in a dance without end. This ocean stretches in every direction, limitless, boundless, eternal, and you are at its center. Strangely, in the face of such vastness, you do not feel small. You feel expansive, as if you yourself are part of the breath of the universe. The atmosphere around you begins to shimmer with color. Not only the deep black of the night, but soft shades of midnight blue, cosmic violet, and gentle gold begin to blend together, as though invisible hands were painting the heavens. Each color brings with it a gift. Blue brings calm, violet brings mystery, gold brings safety. Together, they form the palette of your rest, painting both the sky and your inner world, preparing you for sleep. Now the sky seems to draw closer. The stars appear to lower themselves, surrounding you as though they long to keep you company. Some shine brighter, glowing like silent lanterns. Others twinkle slowly, breathing with you, their rhythm perfectly aligned with yours. Each point of light becomes part of your inner experience, until you realize there is no boundary between you and the heavens. The universe is within you, and you are within the universe. In this moment, a gentle curiosity awakens. How many secrets are hidden in this ocean of light? What stories are folded inside each star? Perhaps some hold tales never told. Perhaps others carry melodies no one has ever heard. And perhaps there are stars shining only for you, here and now, as if the cosmos has chosen to brighten your night in a special way. This curiosity does not disturb you. Instead, it soothes you, rocking your mind in a hammock of possibilities, guiding you deeper into rest. Feel the air around you now. It seems charged with freshness, as though it drifts directly from the stars. Each inhale feels like you are drawing starlight into your lungs, filling yourself with its purity. Each exhale feels like you are returning all heaviness to the universe, where it dissolves gently. Your breathing is no longer only yours, it is part of the breathing of the cosmos. Inhale light, exhale surrender. Inhale calm, exhale release. This simple rhythm ties you to the infinite sky, weaving you into its silent song. As this atmosphere builds around you, you find yourself immersed in the perfect scene for sleep. The endless sky bends down to cradle you. The stars twinkle as if playing notes of a cosmic lullaby. The soft colors paint serenity across your mind. And your breath moves in time with the eternal dance above. You are wrapped in a space both vast and intimate, both mysterious and familiar, both immense and tender. This is the setting that prepares your soul to cross into the gateways of deep sleep. There are no barriers here, no obstacles. Only an ocean of stars curving closer, ready to hold you. And as you remain lying within this cosmic embrace, you begin to understand the secret the galaxies have been keeping. The universe does not only exist to be admired, it exists to carry you gently into rest, night after night, dream after dream. Close your eyes, and listen. You are now in a space where silence is not absence, but language. The galaxies do not speak in words, they do not form sentences, they do not rely on the sounds you know. They communicate through vibrations, through waves that travel across unimaginable distances until they reach your chest. And when they arrive, there is no need for translation. You understand them instantly. It is a call, an invitation to rest, a melody without sound that awakens a calmness growing deeper inside you with every breath. At first, it may feel like a distant murmur, faint and elusive, like the soft echo of a hidden river. Yet the more you surrender to it, the more you realize that these whispers are more than echoes. They are ancient messages, carried across billions of years of space and time, reaching you here, now, tonight. It is as if the universe has been waiting for this precise moment to bend closer and finally whisper, "It's all right. You may rest." The waves arrive like gentle tides. They move through your body, not as shocks, but as warmth, delicate, tender, like the embrace of something you cannot see yet feel entirely. Every cell in your being listens and responds, attuning itself to the same subtle rhythm. And as you listen, you discover that you are not merely beneath the stars, but inside a living song, one that cradles your heart to the perfect rhythm of sleep. Now imagine these whispers are not only outside of you, but within. That galaxies do not exist solely in the sky, but also in every particle of your body. The same stardust that glows in distant constellations resides in your blood, your breath, your skin. And so, when you hear these whispers, you are not simply listening to the cosmos, you are remembering yourself. The song of galaxies is the song of your own essence, reminding you that rest is natural, that sleep is inevitable, that peace belongs to you. Each sigh you release echoes outward into space. And the galaxies answer back. It becomes a silent conversation. When you inhale, they shine brighter. When you exhale, they soften their glow. Slowly, you realize that your body and the universe are already in harmony. There is no separation, only dialogue. You are heard. You are understood. And that deep understanding begins to dissolve every trace of loneliness. Perhaps you notice a tingling traveling down your arms, across your chest, rising into your head. This is not your imagination. This is your body responding to the cosmic whispers. Do not analyze it. Do not question it. Simply feel it. These are not vibrations meant to awaken you, but to calm you. Frequencies so gentle that they bypass your ears and move straight into your heart, straight into your inner being. With every passing moment, the whispers grow clearer. They are not words, but they carry meaning all the same. Release what weighs you down. Breathe without hurry. Let yourself drift. They repeat in cycles, like an endless lullaby woven out of eternity. And the longer you listen, the more you drift away from the voices of the day, from the noise of thought, from the agitation of the world. All that remains is the serene melody of galaxies that know how to wait, how to cradle, how to care. Imagine now that you are floating in space, surrounded by vast nebulae glowing in hues of blue, violet, and gold. They make no sound, yet they hum with life. Their silent vibrations are the very whispers you are hearing now. They flow through you like invisible waves, cleansing, dissolving, preparing the path for deep rest. There is nothing to fear. There is nothing to hold on to. There is only surrender to the murmurs of a universe that has always known how to comfort. And as you continue to listen, a quiet curiosity awakens. If galaxies whisper secrets, what exactly do they want to share? Perhaps they whisper stories of worlds no one has ever seen. Perhaps they whisper songs of stars that lived and died long before we existed. Or perhaps they whisper simply of this moment, of your rest, of your right to sleep. You do not need to solve the mystery. You do not need to know. The whispers are not for your mind, they are for your soul. All you must do is feel. The whispers grow nearer still, until you notice they are no longer around you, but within your chest. Your heart begins to match their rhythm, slowing down, beating more softly, more deeply. And with that realization, you understand, your entire body is now aligned with the song of the galaxies. Your mind quiets. Your body eases. Your soul rests. The universe has never needed to shout. It whispers. And tonight, those whispers are meant only for you. This is your first contact with the secret song of the stars. A song that needs no sound to be heard, that needs no words to be understood. All you must do is close your eyes and feel. And as you feel, you are already being carried deeper into the night, deeper into serenity, deeper into the arms of sleep. Breathe in deeply, as if you were drawing the very glow of the stars into yourself. Hold it gently. And exhale, releasing into the universe all the weight of your day. In this moment, your breath is no longer just a simple movement of the body, it becomes part of a cosmic symphony. Each inhale is like pulling into your chest the brilliance of an entire constellation. Each exhale is like offering back to infinity everything you no longer need, everything that can be dissolved into the vastness beyond. Feel the air entering your lungs as if it were made of stardust, light, fresh, sacred. As you hold it for a moment, imagine that stardust scattering through every cell of your body, igniting tiny stars within you, glowing softly, illuminating you from the inside out. Then, as you release your breath, imagine that light carrying away tension, worries, and anxiety, dissolving them into the endless night. The universe receives them without judgment, simply as part of its eternal cycle of renewal. Each cycle of breath is a silent dialogue between you and the cosmos. With every inhale, you receive calm, balance, and serenity. With every exhale, you return what no longer serves you. The exchange is perfect, simple, infinite. Like the ebb and flow of tides guided by the moon, your breathing also follows a greater rhythm, one that has always existed, one that you can now feel with perfect clarity. Allow yourself to go deeper. Inhale again, more slowly this time, as though you are gathering carefully each ray of starlight scattered across the heavens. Hold it tenderly and let it warm your heart with peace. Then exhale with softness, as if releasing something precious that has already fulfilled its purpose. With every breath out, notice how much lighter you become, how much more surrendered you feel, how seamlessly you are woven into the immensity around you. As you continue, imagine yourself lying in the middle of a galaxy in motion. Every star pulses in harmony with your breath. When you inhale, they glow brighter, drawing closer. When you exhale, they soften, as if the entire universe itself were breathing with you. It is a dance unseen, yet deeply felt in the tranquility now blooming inside your mind. There is nothing beyond this rhythm. Nothing beyond this music of silence. And perhaps you wonder, how can something as simple as breathing carry so much depth? The answer lies in the mystery of existence itself. The same breath that gave birth to stars and galaxies is the breath moving through your chest right now. You are made of the same essence. Your breathing is the bridge between the small and the vast, between your body resting here and the infinite cosmos unfolding all around. With each inhale, imagine pulling fragments of the Milky Way toward yourself. Streams of light pour gently into you, filling your mind with serenity. With each exhale, imagine releasing clouds of cosmic dust, clearing the space around you, making it lighter, calmer, more peaceful. The air ceases to be just air. It becomes luminous energy, quiet vibration, invisible music. Notice how your breath shifts your sense of time. When you inhale, it feels as though the world slows, as though the stars themselves pause to watch you breathe. When you exhale, the universe moves again, but at a gentler, softer pace. Time no longer feels heavy or urgent. It becomes your companion, guiding you gently toward rest. As this cycle continues, notice how your mind grows quieter. Thoughts that once tried to race ahead now dissolve into the cadence of breath. Each inhale brings clarity. Each exhale washes confusion away. It is as if your breathing were painting across the canvas of your mind, brushstrokes of calm skies, horizons of stillness, landscapes of peace. Your body responds as well. Shoulders grow lighter, your abdomen loosens, your legs sink into comfort. Your chest rises and falls with ease, like gentle waves caressing a quiet shore. There is no effort in this movement. It is natural, fluid, inevitable. Just as galaxies spin without ceasing, just as planets follow their orbits without hesitation, your breathing continues its course. And within that course, sleep begins to form. Now notice something more subtle. With every inhale, it is not only calm that you draw in, it is wisdom, memory, and connection. It is as though every particle of air carries stories written in light, whispered by stars as they dance silently through eternity. With every exhale, you are not simply releasing tension, you are offering your own response back to the universe, your own note in this infinite conversation. Breathing is dialogue. Breathing is music. Breathing is silent prayer. Stay with this rhythm. Inhale light. Hold serenity. Exhale surrender. Repeat. And with each repetition, notice how sleep drifts closer, like a boat gliding gently toward the shore. There is no need to hurry. No need to force. All that is required is to remain here, in this cycle, in this rhythm, in this symphony that unites your body with the cosmos. Cosmic breathing is the gift the galaxies offer you tonight. A gift both simple and infinite, turning the most natural act into something sacred. Inhale and receive. Exhale and release. The universe sings in silence, and your breath is the perfect reply. Every galaxy is a mirror of yourself. When you gaze at the night sky, you may think you are only looking at distant points of light, but if you allow yourself to feel, you discover something deeper. Each star, each constellation, each spiral of galaxies reflects a piece of who you are. What appears infinite outside also exists within you, quiet, vast, and waiting to be recognized. As you breathe, you notice that your calm is not yours alone, it resonates outward. Inhale deeply, and sense that you are not just drawing in air, but the very glow of the stars. Hold it gently, and feel that glow spreading within, illuminating your thoughts. Then exhale slowly, and imagine your breath connecting with entire constellations, as though your surrender is understood by distant worlds. Your mind begins to align with the eternal rhythm of the cosmos. It is as if you stand before a cosmic mirror. Every fragment of peace you create within yourself lights another spark in the universe. And every star shining above awakens a hidden ember inside your heart. There is no separation between what is above and what is within. The cosmos is not only scenery, it is reflection. As you remain still, imagine an entire galaxy bowing gently toward you. It spins slowly, its spiral arms shimmering with golden and blue stars. With each rotation, it seems to reveal something about you, your strength, your gentleness, your ability to let go. You don't need to analyze these messages. You only need to feel them. The radiance spinning in space also spins within your mind, dissolving worries, creating space for serenity. Perhaps you notice thoughts still drifting in, but now they are lighter. Instead of heavy weights, they appear like meteors streaking across the sky, bright for a moment, then gone. No thought lingers for long. All follow the natural flow of the universe. And the more you observe, the more you understand, the mind does not need to be controlled. It only needs to be aligned. Just as planets follow their orbits without effort, your mind finds its path when your breathing is in harmony with the cosmos. Now, picture a constellation before you. Its stars glow in patterns that may remind you of a bridge, a key, or perhaps just simple threads of light crossing in the void. Each star in this constellation pulses with your breath. When you inhale, they shine brighter. When you exhale, they soften and rest. You realize that the calm you cultivate within has the power to touch even the most distant of stars. This realization transforms your journey. It is no longer only you gazing at the universe is gazing back at you. It responds to your calm, mirrors your surrender, and amplifies your peace. With each cycle of breath, you are tuned like an instrument within a vast cosmic orchestra. The song is not one you hear with your ears but one you feel with your soul, a confirmation that you belong to this eternal rhythm. Your inner journey begins here, in the recognition that everything outside also exists within. You are made of the same stardust that composes distant nebulae. Your heart beats with the same energy that keeps suns burning for billions of years. Your breathing follows the same cadence that moves tides, moons, and planets. You are not separate from the cosmos. You are the cosmos, resting within itself. As this awareness deepens, notice how your body responds. Muscles loosen even further, as though reminded they no longer need to resist. Your mind clears, like a sky opening after a storm. And your soul grows still, at home in the vastness that surrounds and fills you. Now allow yourself to sense one more truth: every star above you holds a secret. These secrets are not riddles to be solved. They are gentle reminders: you may rest. You may let go. You may sleep in peace. This is the language of the universe. It does not demand understanding, only surrender. The first inner journey is not made of steps or words. It is made of resonance. You inhale, and the universe responds. You exhale, and the cosmos sings softly. In this dialogue, you discover your truth. Rest is not something you must chase. Rest is something that has always been waiting for you, reflected in every star, preserved in every galaxy, pulsing within every breath. And so, as you continue breathing, you realize you are already traveling. A journey that is silent, invisible, yet profoundly powerful. A journey that does not carry you far away but brings you deeper inside yourself, where the entire cosmos finds its own place to rest. The stars draw closer, as if the entire universe were leaning gently toward you. They do not fall, they do not overwhelm, they descend softly, as though they wish to share their glow more intimately. In this subtle movement, you notice something extraordinary: every point of light pulses in perfect harmony with your breath. When you inhale, they brighten, sending waves of brilliance across the sky. When you exhale, they soften, glowing faintly, like lanterns dimming gently to match your rest. A vast, infinite network of light and silence begins to form around you. Imagine invisible threads stretching from star to star, weaving together into patterns without end. It is as though a great cosmic fabric is being woven in real time, aligned perfectly with the rhythm of your breathing. A tapestry of light draped across infinity, and at its very center, there is you. Not as an observer, but as an essential part of the design. As the stars continue to draw nearer, silence takes on a new quality. It is no longer emptiness, it becomes a symphony. Each point of light, each flicker that resonates with your chest, creates a note without sound, a chord that can only be felt by the soul. And so, even in absolute stillness, you are immersed in an invisible melody that cradles your thoughts and carries your mind far from distraction. Perhaps you notice that the boundaries between yourself and the cosmos are dissolving. There is no longer a here and out there. The air filling your lungs is the same that vibrates among the stars. The calm within you is the same calm sustaining the vastness beyond. You are not standing beneath the sky, you are inside it. You are one luminous thread in this infinite web, pulsing alongside billions of others spread across creation. Now imagine this cosmic tapestry stretching endlessly in all directions. North, south, east, west, it expands into every corner of the universe. And yet, no matter how far it spreads, it remains connected to you, to your breathing. You are the meeting point, the anchor, the heart of this web of light. Every inhale expands it farther, every exhale draws it gently closer, wrapping you in its embrace. As this visualization grows, your mind grows quieter. Thoughts that once wandered freely now find their place in the luminous fabric. They cease to weigh on you, instead, they sparkle like small stars within the net. There is no confusion anymore, only gentle order. Your mind is no longer scattered, it becomes a constellation, newly discovered within the silence of the night. You may begin to see colors shimmering across this network. Deep blue that brings serenity. Soft violet that awakens mystery. Warm gold that radiates safety. Each shade hums with its own vibration, and together they create an atmosphere of comfort. It feels as though the cosmos itself were painting your soul with strokes of calm, reminding you that beauty lies in rest, that wonder lies in silence, and that strength lies in surrender. As you observe this infinite web, a feeling of belonging blossoms inside you. It does not matter where you have been or what you have faced. In this moment, you belong to the universe. You belong to this tapestry of light and silence that breathes with you, that grows with you, that rests with you. There is northwest better place to be, no better moment to exist. With every breath, this connection deepens. As you inhale, the tapestry expands, creating more space, more stillness, more brilliance. As you exhale, it closes gently around you, like a blanket woven of stars, protecting and holding you safely. This continuous movement becomes a dance, uniting your body with the cosmos, reminding you that rest is natural, inevitable, eternal. And perhaps a question arises within you: how far can this web of light reach? What secrets of the universe might it reveal to you? The answer does not matter. What matters is the sensation that, even without knowing the destination, you are already on the path. A path made of stars, stitched together by silence, guided by your own breath. Allow yourself to surrender completely to this expansion. Release every effort, every need to control. The universe is already carrying you. Your only task is to breathe, to imagine, to feel. The stars will take care of the rest. They draw near, they pulse with you, they create the net that carries you gently toward deep sleep. And so, wrapped in this atmosphere, you realize that expansion is not only about imagining the universe outside. It is also about discovering that the universe exists within you. Both breathe together, both expand together. The cosmos leans toward you not to overwhelm, but to cradle you. To remind you that you are safe, protected, and ready to rest. You realize, with a clarity that requires no effort, that you are not merely an observer of the universe. You were never just someone lying beneath the sky, looking up at distant stars. You have always been a living part of this vastness, a conscious fragment of the same fabric that weaves galaxies and planets. Your body rests here, serene, yet your awareness is no longer confined to this place. It dances among galaxies, drifts softly through constellations, and merges with the breath of the stars. As you inhale, it feels as if you are drawing in the energy of billions of suns that have burned for ages. Every particle of air carries the memory of stellar births, of nebulas becoming worlds, of stars that lived and dissolved in silence. As you exhale, you return to the cosmos all that you no longer need to carry, the weight of the day, the restlessness of thoughts, the shadows of worry. All of it is surrendered back to infinity, dissolved tenderly into the eternal night. This exchange makes you part of a cycle far greater than you could ever imagine. You breathe, and the universe breathes with you. Your calm reverberates through distant constellations. Your surrender is understood even by stars glowing in galaxies invisible to the eye. And in feeling this, a certainty blossoms within you: you have never been alone. Every moment of your life, every sigh, has always been connected to something far greater. Eternity is not some unreachable stretch of time. Eternity is happening now, in this very moment, in every heartbeat that echoes the pulse of distant quasars. Eternity is the silence that surrounds you, and at the same time the music that cannot be heard, only felt. It is the awareness that everything that exists, everything that has ever been, and everything still to come, is united in one space, in one breath. You don't need to force yourself to understand. You only need to feel. Allow your awareness to drift through galaxies as a silent traveler. See yourself floating through colorful nebulas, where clouds of stardust shimmer in shades of violet, blue, and gold. Imagine that as you pass through them, each fragment of light touches your skin, sparking tiny bursts of energy within you, reminding you that you are made of the same essence that illuminates the universe. The more you surrender to this sensation, the clearer it becomes: you are both small and infinite. Small as a single breath, infinite as the cosmos flowing inside every cell. This duality is not a conflict but an invitation to rest. Because if everything is already connected, if everything is part of the same fabric, then there is nothing to fear. You can release, you can trust, you can sleep. Perhaps now you notice something subtler: time loses its form. Minutes and hours no longer have weight. What remains is only the present, stretched wide and deep, without boundaries. You see that eternity is not about living forever, but about experiencing this moment as though it contains forever. Each breath becomes a portal to eternity. Each exhale draws you deeper into it. And so, the sensation of rest grows larger than your body. It is not only your muscles that relax. It is your mind opening, your soul surrendering, your entire being finding stillness in the heart of the cosmos. Eternity welcomes you like a silent embrace, an immensity that asks nothing but your presence. Then you understand, you are not only part of eternity. You are eternity. You are the breath that moves galaxies, the silence that cradles stars, the calm that permeates the universe. When you close your eyes and surrender, you are not escaping reality, you are returning to your essence, infinite being in human form, the cosmos in the shape of rest. Each beat of your heart is accompanied by distant pulses. Each inhale is mirrored by entire constellations. Each exhale drifts outward like a whisper crossing billions of light years. There is no distance between you and the whole. No separation. Only union. And it is within this union that sleep draws near. Not as an abrupt switch, but as a natural, inevitable embrace. You drift into slumber not because you must, but because the universe itself rocks you gently, because eternity calls you to rest within it. Connection with eternity is this, feeling yourself as part of the whole, recognizing your reflection in the stars, hearing your own calm echoed in constellations. It is knowing that sleep is not only closing your eyes, but opening yourself to the infinite. It is surrendering to the night, not as an ending, but as a return. Your mind becomes as vast as space itself. Slowly, the boundaries that once contained it begin to dissolve. There are no walls, no borders, no urgency. Only expansion, an infinite openness where every thought turns into a star and every emotion finds rest in the silence of galaxies. It is an immensity that does not weigh on you, that does not intimidate. Instead, it comforts you, cradling you gently in its endless embrace. As this vastness unfolds, you discover that you don't need to do anything but allow it. There is no need to control, no need to push. The universe itself is guiding your journey, carrying you effortlessly, like a silent ship gliding through the cosmic sea. This ship requires no engines, no steering, it simply flows, moved by the same rhythm as your breathing, which now merges with the breathing of the cosmos. Each inhale feels like gathering radiant energy from distant stars. Each exhale feels like releasing particles of tension that drift away, disappearing into the welcoming void. Slowly, the weight of the day dissolves completely. What remains is the lightness of existing among constellations, suspended in an ocean of silence. And within that silence, sleep begins to draw closer. Not as an imposition, but as a long-awaited guest, gentle, discreet, inevitable. It arrives as softness, like a mist spreading slowly, enveloping both body and mind. You sense there is no reason to resist, for every fiber of your being already longs for this rest. Sleep is like a vessel that has traveled across eternity only to find you, ready to carry you safely through the night. Your mind, now expanded, becomes a boundless sky. No thought can disturb this immensity. If one arises, it glows like a fleeting meteor, shining for a moment before vanishing into the distance. There is no rush anymore. Anxiety finds no place here. Time itself loosens its grip, leaving only the present, vast, gentle, eternal. As you sink deeper into this experience, you realize that sleep is not only rest, it is a voyage. A journey inward that feels like traveling through space and silence. You move without effort, carried by invisible currents that take you beyond wakefulness, beyond conscious thought. Your inner vessel needs no destination, for the destination is rest itself. Perhaps you picture this silent ship passing through fields of stars. They open before you like gates of light, showing you that you are on the right path. Each star you pass is a sigh of relief. Each constellation you cross is another layer of fatigue released and dissolved. There is nothing you need to hold on to. Only the journey. Only the surrender. The deeper you go, the clearer it becomes that there is no end. This expansion does not seek limits, it is eternal, like space itself. And within it, sleep arrives as an invisible embrace, as natural as the glow of the moon, as constant as the silence of the universe. It is inevitable. It is safe. It is the next step. Allow yourself to sink further. Imagine that with every exhale, your inner ship drifts down another level, leaving the noise of wakefulness behind. First, you release the echoes of the day. Then, the scattered thoughts. After that, the memories that no longer need to accompany you. And finally, all that remains is the vast, calm expanse where sleep is already waiting. This descent is peaceful, without jolts, without urgency. It is like floating toward a bed of stars, where every particle of light is an invitation to rest. And the deeper you go, the lighter you become, as though your body were dissolving, leaving behind only your essence, a being of calm, ready to fall asleep. Deepening the state is the moment the mind stops struggling. It is here that you understand there is nothing to solve, nothing to carry, nothing to fear. Only rest. Only release. Only trust that the night will hold you, as it has always held every creature, every world, every galaxy. Now allow your silent ship to touch gently upon an invisible harbor built only of calm. There is no noise of arrival, no announcement. Only the certainty that you are exactly where you are meant to be. Your mind is vast. Your body rests. Your soul smiles in silence. Sleep is here. It has approached quietly, gliding across the cosmos until it found you. And now, all you need to do is let yourself be carried. And perhaps you wonder, what do the galaxies whisper when no one else is listening? What ancient mysteries echo at the heart of the universe? These questions do not arrive as puzzles to solve, but as invitations, to linger in the stillness that appears just before sleep. Every breath draws you closer to the answers, not because they come in words, but because they are felt as silent vibrations moving through your mind and heart. As you inhale, it is as if you are gathering fragments of stories written in light, memories held within stars that have burned for billions of years. As you exhale, you notice that some of those stories weave gently into your own life, as though the cosmos has always been waiting to share its secrets with you. The mystery does not create restlessness, it creates peace. Because the more you breathe, the more you realize the answers need not be clear. They are already here, hidden within the softness of silence. Now imagine that every star above you is holding a secret. Some carry memories of ancient worlds, where oceans glistened under unfamiliar skies. Others keep silent songs, symphonies so vast they can only be heard with the heart. Some preserve the stories of beginnings, when galaxies were born, while others carry the gentle endings, when everything dissolves back into infinity. And yet, all of them connect, like pages of one great book you are reading with every breath in, with every breath out. The heart of the universe is made of questions, not of doubts that weigh you down, but of curiosities that set you free. What lies beyond the visible? What happens between the blink of one star and the next? Could every human sigh be heard by a distant galaxy? These questions do not demand answers. They are keys that open portals of calm, doors that lead your mind away from control and toward rest. Following this gentle anchor of curiosity, you drift deeper into yourself. Every thought grows lighter, like cosmic dust floating through silence. Your mind stops searching and begins to receive. And what it receives, always, is the same: peace. Peace expanding, peace resonating, peace woven into the stars. Perhaps now you imagine that the galaxies whisper only one phrase, repeated in countless forms, spoken in languages made of light and silence: rest. You belong to this infinity. The message does not need to be deciphered. Your soul already understands, recognizing the ancient call to let go and to sleep. Curiosity transforms into companionship. Instead of keeping you awake, it guides you closer to slumber. Because the more you wonder, the more you allow yourself to feel. And the more you feel, the more you realize there is nothing to fear. The mystery is safe, nurturing, an invisible melody that cradles you. You breathe in again, and a question arises: where does calm truly come from? You breathe out, and you realize the calm was within you all along. You breathe in once more, and you wonder, how far can the universe carry me? You breathe out gently, and you sense that you are already being carried, effortlessly, endlessly. Every breath is a silent reply, a reminder that the cosmos does not speak in words, but in rhythms. Now surrender to the feeling that every galaxy is a guardian of eternal secrets. Not secrets of fear or danger, but of tenderness, of care, of rest. These are the whispers you can only hear when the body softens, when the mind slows, when the soul opens to silence. And in this space, you discover that questions do not pull you away from sleep, they draw you even closer. And so, the gentle anchor of curiosity fulfills its purpose. Instead of binding your mind to unrest, it guides you toward surrender. You realize there is no need to chase answers. Only to keep breathing, allowing questions to become stars, stars to become music, and music to become sleep. Each breath brings you closer to the heart of the universe. Each exhale dissolves the edges between you and rest. Curiosity remains, but no longer keeps you awake. Now it is simply a soft melody, accompanying your gentle descent into deep sleep. Before you, something extraordinary begins to take shape. On the cosmic horizon, between constellations and nebulas, a bridge slowly emerges as though woven by the Milky Way itself. It is crafted from cosmic dust and golden threads of light, shimmering as if every particle carries the memory of ancient stars. Its formation is unhurried, it builds gently, pulsing in harmony with your breath, as though it has been waiting for this exact moment to invite you across. This bridge is not made of ordinary matter. It is built of dreams and silence. Every step you imagine upon it dissolves the boundary between wakefulness and sleep, as if, with each passing moment, you are leaving behind the weight of the day and moving closer to inevitable rest. The golden glow surrounding it does not dazzle or overwhelm. Instead, it radiates softly, tenderly, guiding you forward. It is a promise. To cross this bridge is not simply to walk, but to surrender. As you watch, you realize that the stellar bridge is not something external. It arises from the meeting of your calm with the infinite. Your breathing holds it steady, your surrender illuminates each step. When you inhale, the bridge extends further, revealing new arches of light. When you exhale, it solidifies beneath you, whispering, "You can trust. The path is ready." The space around remains in perfect stillness, but it is not an empty silence. It is the silence of an orchestra poised before the first note. The stars seem to watch as silent witnesses to this sacred moment. Some twinkle more brightly, as though greeting your choice to continue. Others remain steady, lending their glow to sustain the bridge. And then you understand, this bridge does not lead to a physical place among the stars. It connects states of the soul. On one side is wakefulness, with its thoughts, tasks, and memories. On the other lies deep sleep, where nothing weighs upon you, where everything is restored. Crossing it is not a journey through outer space but a journey inward, toward the realm where body and mind find perfect rest. Every detail of the bridge reflects this purpose. The golden arch curving across the void resembles the embrace of a spiral galaxy. The cosmic dust drifting around it glimmers like celestial fireflies, ensuring the path is safe. The translucent ground beneath your feet feels solid, yet lighter than glass forged from stars. You know there is no risk, for this bridge exists only for those who are ready to rest. Perhaps a gentle curiosity stirs within you. What lies on the other side? What silence awaits? What dreams will be born once you cross? These questions do not bring anxiety. Instead, they are invitations, gentle nudges urging you to take the first step. You sense there is no need to hurry, for the bridge will not vanish. Built by the cosmos and sustained by your surrender, it will always be here when you are ready. And yet, something deep inside you longs to cross now. The call is irresistible. The weariness of the body leans into the comfort promised by the golden path. The restless mind softens in the glow the bridge offers. The soul recognizes this journey, as if it has always walked this path on nights long past, as if this were a secret route returning you to true rest. As you draw nearer, you sense that the bridge does more than invite, it welcomes. Every step you imagine is met with a brighter glow, as if the Milky Way itself celebrates your surrender. Any remaining weight on your shoulders begins to dissolve. Your breath grows slower, deeper. Your heart settles into rhythm with the silent music of the stars. And then you see, the stellar bridge is more than a path, it is a ritual. To cross is an act of trust. It is allowing the universe to guide you, the night to cradle you, and sleep to arrive naturally. It is the acceptance that rest does not need to be forced, it comes when you release, when you trust, when you walk the bridge of light and cosmic dust unfolding before you now. In this moment, there is nothing but the invitation. No urgency, no doubt. Only the soft call of a golden path, built by the Milky Way itself, connecting you to what has always waited for you, deep, restorative, inevitable sleep. With the very first step onto the stellar bridge, something extraordinary happens. Worries stay behind. It is as though every anxious thought, every memory of the day, every invisible weight still resting on your shoulders refuses to cross with you. They remain on the far side, dissolving slowly, without the strength to follow. You move forward, free, light, safe. With every inhale, you feel yourself rising above anxieties. There is no effort here. The simple act of breathing becomes invisible wings, lifting you beyond all that no longer matters. It is as if entire galaxies bend to support you, reminding you that nothing needs to be solved now. The air flows into your lungs, and with it comes expansion, your awareness lifting gently over hills of silence, sliding further away from worry. And with every exhale, everything dissolves into the stars. What once felt solid turns to cosmic dust, scattering into fragments of light that vanish into space. You do not need to cling. You do not need to understand. You simply breathe out, watching whatever no longer serves you shimmer for a moment and then disappear. With each release, the bridge glows brighter, until the entire path becomes a golden corridor of calm. Step by step, you realize you are not just walking, you are crossing inner dimensions. With each footfall, you leave behind what is temporary and move closer to what is eternal. Each step is an invitation to relax more deeply, to surrender more fully, to allow yourself to fall into sleep the way flowers yield to the wind. There is no resistance. There is no rush. Only the inevitable flow of the crossing. The silence around you deepens, yet it is not empty. It is filled with the quiet music of distant stars, singing in unison to welcome your passage. It is a song without words but full of meaning, wrapping you, carrying you, as you make your way across the bridge. You are not walking alone, the universe itself is celebrating your surrender. Breath becomes your ultimate guide. Inhale and feel your body float, rising higher above the remnants of anxiety. Hold it softly, as though cradling starlight within your chest. Exhale, and let that light spread outward, dissolving every lingering shadow. Each cycle of breath brings you closer to deep sleep, carrying you on an invisible current that draws you into perfect serenity. And then you begin to realize, sleep is not waiting for you at some distant point on the other side of the bridge. It is already revealing itself with every step, with every breath. The crossing itself is sleep unfolding. There is no final destination, only a gradual immersion into waves of tranquility. You are not simply moving toward deep sleep, you are already inside it, sinking deeper with each breath. Perhaps you imagine that beneath the bridge, the stars rearrange themselves into rivers of light. These rivers flow slowly, mirroring not only the universe but also your own calm. It feels as though the cosmos is reshaping itself to show you that your breathing and your rest are one and the same, two expressions of a single eternity. With each step forward, your mind loosens further. What once felt urgent now dissolves completely. The day's memories fade like distant echoes, like voices lost in the wind. All that remains is lightness, surrender, and the absolute trust that the path is safe, that rest is inevitable. As you pass the halfway point of the bridge, your body feels transformed. Heavy enough to rest, yet light enough to float among galaxies. Muscles melt like liquid light. Your mind stills like a lake without ripples. Your soul opens, letting deep sleep embrace it fully. And as you near the far side, the truth becomes undeniable: there is nothing left to carry. Each inhale lifts you higher, each exhale dissolves what remains. Sleep is no longer a possibility, it is a certainty. It is within you, around you, unavoidable. Crossing into deep sleep, you understand the greatest gift of the night, the chance to renew, to reconnect, to remember that all is in order. The bridge was built for you, and to cross it is to trust in the rest that has always been waiting. Now surrender. Take one last deep breath, feel the light of the bridge shining around you, and as you exhale, allow yourself to fall completely into the silent embrace of the stars. Deep sleep welcomes you, you are home in the heart of the universe. On the far side of the stellar bridge, you arrive at a field of gentle light, so vast it seems to have neither beginning nor end. It is a place where time does not exist, where the hands of clocks dissolve into stardust and all urgency fades into nothing. Here, there is no past to carry and no future to anticipate. There is only this expanded, eternal moment, pure rest, pure stillness. The ground beneath your feet is made of delicate radiance, as though each particle were a fragment of a constellation transformed into pure energy of calm. There is no hardness, no weight, only the sensation that the universe itself is holding you with infinite gentleness. Every step is silent, yet each movement ripples outward like waves through space, as if your presence were being quietly celebrated by the cosmos. Around you, a luminous field stretches in all directions. The stars feel closer now, twinkling like silent guardians. They do not watch with judgment, but with tenderness. Their gazes are made of light, and that light surrounds you with safety. It feels as though each one is a heart beating alongside yours, protecting you as you sink into the deepest rest. Here, silence is not empty. It is alive. A silence that breathes, that moves, that rocks your mind gently. A silence that demands nothing, only offers. It replaces every sound of wakefulness with an inaudible music, a cosmic lullaby that only the soul can understand. The more you surrender, the more you realize that silence is not just around you, it is also within you, filling the spaces once occupied by worry. The gift of infinity is this: freedom. Freedom from needing to rush, freedom from needing to think, freedom from needing to hold on. You are held. You are supported. You are embraced by a vast calm so complete that even the most persistent thoughts lose their force. They drift away like comet dust crossing the night sky, leaving behind only a soft glow that soon fades into nothing. Here, your body finds absolute rest. Muscles release as though cords no longer required to hold tension. Your breath becomes natural, fluid, nearly invisible, as if it were moving in perfect harmony with the breath of the cosmos. Your heart beats slower, gentler, echoing the tranquil rhythm of distant stars. Your mind, once active, now rests like a still lake. No ripples rise, no currents stir. Only a surface reflecting the brilliance of the universe. And in that reflection, you see your own vastness. Infinity is not only outside of you, it is within you, and always has been. The field of light in which you rest is the same field of light alive inside your being. Perhaps you feel a deep tenderness, as though you are not only being observed by stars but also by everything that has ever loved you, by every invisible force that has always protected you. Each point of light in the sky seems to smile silently, whispering, "Rest. We are watching over you." And in that certainty, any last trace of resistance dissolves. In the gift of infinity, dreams begin to form. They do not rush in as busy images, but as gentle movements of color, like veils drifting in the air. They are dreams made of calm, stories that require no plot, only sensation. They take shape to accompany your sleep, guiding you deeper into rest, leading your consciousness along paths of serenity. Even in this timeless field, you know you are safe. Nothing can reach you here. Nothing can interrupt this state. The soft field of light is an absolute refuge, a sanctuary belonging to you and the universe. It is a space built not with walls, but with tenderness, woven from eternity itself. The gift of infinity is the remembrance that, in resting, you return to who you have always been, inseparable from the cosmos. You are not small, not isolated, not forgotten. You are part of a greater whole, and that whole embraces you in arms of light. Every star is a guardian of your sleep. Every spark a witness to your surrender. So allow yourself to sink even deeper into this gift. Let go completely, no fear, no urgency, no hesitation. Let the living silence cradle you. Let the stars care for you. Let the field of light dissolve every last boundary between body, mind, and soul. Here, there is no effort. Here, there is only rest. Here, you are at home in the heart of infinity. Inhale calm, hold gently, exhale surrender. Thus begins the final movement of this cosmic journey, like the closing notes of a melody that never truly ends. Each breath is an invitation to sink deeper, to let go of what remains, to dissolve into the infinite glow surrounding you now. The air enters you like liquid light. As you breathe in, you feel a cool gentleness travel through every corner of your body, washing away tension, erasing restless memories, clearing the traces of the day. This air is more than oxygen, it is the very energy of the universe, flowing into you as a reminder that rest is natural, effortless, inevitable. You hold it softly for a moment, allowing that light to spread in inner waves, reaching even the quietest places within you, the ones that longed for silence. And then you exhale surrender. Each sigh is an act of trust. The air leaving carries not only fatigue but every last fragment of control. There is no need to hold on to anything anymore. With every exhale, the universe receives the weight you no longer need, and in return, it offers you calm, peace, and silence. Each cycle of breath becomes more than a physical act, it becomes a thread linking you to the infinite. Inhale, and you connect with the brilliance of the stars. Hold, and you feel the cosmos itself pulsing in your chest. Exhale, and you merge with that pulse, dissolving like a falling star vanishing across the horizon. This rhythm becomes endless, gentle, carrying you deeper and deeper into rest. You notice there is no effort in breathing now. It simply happens, guided by something greater. You drift along with it, like a leaf floating on a quiet river, no need to steer, no need to decide the path. The universe breathes into you, and the universe breathes through you. You are carried on the rhythm of eternity. With each inhale, your body feels lighter. With each exhale, your mind empties further. The luminous field around you pulses in perfect harmony with the movement of your chest, as though every star were breathing with you. The entire sky inhales, the entire sky exhales, and you are only a part of this boundless cycle with no beginning and no end. Perhaps you sense an even greater softness now. A recognition that you are no longer separate from space, but fused with it. As you inhale calm, it feels as though the entire universe folds itself within you. As you exhale surrender, you expand back into the universe. This ebb and flow has no borders, it is the eternal dance of life and sleep, of awareness and rest. The longer you breathe, the clearer it becomes that there is no more inside or outside. No more division between body and cosmos. There is only one luminous field breathing in unison. This union dissolves every boundary. You are no longer merely someone lying down, listening. You are part of the very glow of the universe, a spark pulsing with billions of others, silent, peaceful, infinitely calm. Any thoughts that still linger begin to fade, like stars dimming before dawn. There is no rush, no loss, only the gentleness of letting yourself fade into another kind of light. You do not fight, you do not search. You simply breathe. You simply exist. You simply rest in the heart of infinity. And in this rest, you realize that every wave of breath is also a wave of light radiating across the cosmos. When you inhale, you ignite distant stars. When you exhale, you quiet entire galaxies. Yet there is no burden in this responsibility, because it is not effort, it is nature. It is the way it has always been. Inhale calm, hold gently, exhale surrender. Again. And again. Until the words themselves are no longer needed, because your breath has found its own perfect rhythm. Until there is no longer a line between you and the field of light around you. Until sleep itself is unavoidable, irresistible, complete. In the end, there is no end, only the certainty that you have become part of the very glow of the universe. A silent star breathing in peace, an eternal fragment that has found its rest. The gift of these final waves of breath is simple and infinite. You are calm, you are silence, you are light. You are calm. You are safe. You are at peace. These words echo softly within you, as though whispered by the universe itself. They are not merely phrases, they are truths, carved into your heart and spirit. In this moment, you need seek nothing more. Calm, safety, and peace are the gifts the cosmos places gently in your hands, and all you must do is accept them. Tonight, the galaxies will sing for you in dreams. Their song is not made of words but of subtle vibrations, of melodies only the soul can hear. As you fully close your eyes, you will sense billions of stars bending toward you, offering a silent chorus that cradles your mind in rest. It is a lullaby crafted uniquely for you, a music that dissolves unrest, nurtures your body, and transforms each passing moment into serenity. As you drift, the entire universe becomes guardian of your sleep. Nothing can disturb this state. The movements of the night, the whispers of space, all unite to hold the perfect, delicate, protective atmosphere around you. It feels as though the cosmos itself has become an infinite cradle, holding you in arms of light. And in that cradle, you can trust completely. Nothing needs to be done. Nothing needs to be solved. Only rest. Take one more deep breath. Inhale calm, hold gently, exhale trust. With each cycle, reaffirm within yourself, I am calm. I am safe. I am at peace. Feel these words becoming more than thoughts. They become sensations in your body, vibrations in your chest, certainty in the depths of your mind. Now, allow yourself to surrender entirely to sleep. There is no distance left between you and the deepest rest. The path has already been walked. The bridge has been crossed. The gift of infinity has been received. All that remains is to let go. The galaxies will continue to sing for you, even as your awareness drifts into dreams. They will care for your rest, guiding you through fields of light and silence, where every second renews you completely. Know this, you can return here whenever you wish. This journey is eternal, always waiting, every night, every time you need it. Whenever you seek rest, whenever you long to lay down the weight of the day, whenever your mind feels restless, simply return. The universe will be here to guide you again, with the same tenderness, the same care, the same soft song that carried you tonight. You are never alone in this passage. You never were. Every star that twinkles above is proof of this. They shine not only to light the night but also to remind you that you belong to something greater, that you are connected to a vastness that protects you, that supports you, that holds you gently in silence and in light. So rest now. Let go completely. Allow sleep to wrap around you like a golden cloak. Allow dreams to carry you through paths of stillness. Allow the galaxies to hum softly until your mind dissolves into perfect rest. You are calm. You are safe. You are at peace. Tonight, and on every night you return, the universe will sing for you. All you need to do is close your eyes, breathe deeply, and allow yourself to be guided. Good night, and until the next journey, when once again you will cross infinity, cradled by the whisper of stars and the silent song of galaxies.